Hello, my name is Janaina Maudonnet and I would like to share with you an education management program that Professor Maria Aparecida Monção, I and other trainers worked in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 2010. I will share the details, advances, and some challenges about this experience.
São Paulo is the capital of the state of São Paulo, located in southwest Brazil. Its population is about 12 million. In 2010, São Paulo had approximately 1,600 public early childhood education centers. Half of them, 867, were involved in the program.
Before telling about the experience details, it's important to share some assumptions and theoretical reference that guide us. Based on the works of Janusz Korczak, Paulo Freire, Vitor Paro, José Pacheco, and Michael Apple, we believe that the education manager needs to have a reflexive posture and open to dialogue towards the community to ensure democratic relations and fulfill democratic manager experience. So, we organize this professional in work groups to reflect on their practice through observation and listening to the actors who are part of the school context.
In work groups, the training results from the formulation of a problem that is detached from the complex web of problems that affect the school. It consists of a progressive achievement of autonomy and awareness of the totality and complexity of the experience shared with others. Working in work group favors the critical transformation of opinion and concept. Participants are constantly confronted with references that differ from those that guided the construction of their representational universe and practices. In other words, workgroup methodology allows to research daily practice to break with common sense and enables different interlocutions with other managers, with the trainer, with the theoretical reference, and with the school actors. Group autonomy, learning more about the researched subject as well as in the relationship established in the group itself. The use of educators' methodological instruments, also necessary for managerial work, research, observation, registration, evaluation, and reflection. The training proposal was organized in work groups, up to 6 members, 1 principal and 1 pedagogical coordinator from 3 different early childhood education centers. The central focus was the coexistence and democratization of relation in the educational context. Each group elected 1 subtheme to work. Relationship among the different actors inside the school, relationship between school, families, and community, relationship between education managers.
The selection process took into account what was considered a major challenge for all members, according to the context of the school in which they worked. Some examples: how to design training strategy that includes support staff, how to ensure the effective participation of families in the school pedagogical decision-making process, how to ensure unity within the managed team focus on democratic existence, why and how to listen baby and kids at school.
Based on the elected question, each group had to complete 3 tasks. 1. Prepare a diagnostic about the school situation. 2. To read and debate theoretical reference related to the central theme. 3. To create proposals to improve the practices in place. I would like to highlight the role of the trainers. They gave the participants constant feedbacks related to the workgroup process as well as suggestions about theoretical reference. It was an imperative condition to the research that the participant listened the different actors' point of view, children, professional, and families, and used research instruments, observation of their life, interviews and/or questionnaires.
We had 10 monthly meetings in a period of 1 year. The last meeting was a seminar to socialize the reports and promote collective reflection about the subthemes, their challenges, and the alternative to ensure a democratic project inside the school. In the end of the training, all education managers receive a digital book containing all the reports and the trainer guiding questions, problematization about the process and the reports.
We had different orders of challenges. One of them was working with democratic management in hierarchical educational secretary in Sao Paulo. Another one was the manager difficult on recognizing and facing off the conflicts. To create a bond was important for that. In my case, I had been working with Dan for 2 years before and we already had a trustful relationship. To deal with difference and contradictions present in the daily life of school, it's required that schools are better prepared to guarantee a dialogue of subjectivities and to involve expanding view into actors and the context present. In order to do that, it's necessary to create an institutional culture where cooperation and participation are the guiding principles of all relation among the actors in a school. Other challenges that we faced were absence, license, admission of new managers, retirements, what shows the importance of the registering all the process. The monthly frequency of meetings. Some of the work group had voluntarily meetings in the middle of this period. They become motivated to create forums among them after the end of the training. Finally, the collective writing. Sometimes the training needed to sit down with the group and mediate the relations.
To conclude, this continuing education program involved actors in the process to reflect on and from their practice, articulated with the theoretical reference and principles of a pedagogy that defend children's rights. Some of the participants highlighted that the research conducted by them in the schools encouraged collective work and provoked a deep reflection about the relationship between teacher and support professional, between professional and families, and between adults and children. We identified how some professionals try to camouflage the existent conflicts and how necessary it is for education manager to mediate those conflicts.
All the people who work in the early childhood education have the responsibility to produce knowledge about the education of young children in collective spaces. This process should not be lonely, under penalty of reinforcing individualistic practices, and it helps the permanence of bureaucratic education, which does not listen to the child, nor the professional, nor the families.
Thanks for watching, and if you have some questions, please email me. I leave you with some images from early childhood education centers in Sao Paulo, Brazil.